My name is Alison. I'm with Ancient Oak Psychic Arts, and we go live every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. This is our first Friday night, so we're going to see how many people showed up. I only posted the thumbnail a couple of weeks ago, so I'm hoping people signed up for the notifications. I have already had a couple of questions come in, so as the night goes, let's see how many people show up. So we'll see how the Friday nights go. See if there's an audience for it. I'm really excited by it because people love the live show. So we want to go ahead and oh my God, I'm already stumbling. Offer another one. Let me talk correctly. So we go live every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. Again, this is the first Friday night show. I'm really excited to have this here. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I feel into the energy of the cards as we go. You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can go ahead and read a little more about me. You can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation where I use my psychic abilities to tap into that. And you can go to the link on there called the Learning Center, and that's where I teach classes on manifestation, tarot, which is coming out July and August online. I normally teach that live on March and October. So a lot of people live in different time zones and it didn't fit their schedule. They've asked for me to go ahead and upload that so they can take it in their own time. So that is coming out end of July, beginning of August. I just have to go ahead and record it. Excuse me. And then I also do private lessons, one-on-one tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. If that's something you need help with, definitely go ahead and book your appointment. And I also have a section on there called Alison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links. I have Skin Like Butter. She has wonderful body butters, scrubs, and soaps. I use her products. That's why she's an affiliate. Also, Dr. Amir Karim Skincare. I use his products. They are phenomenal. Both of them are. He does specifically the face. She does the entire body. So really, between the two, you can't go wrong. They're phenomenal. Also, Rogers Hood Apothecary. If you haven't seen it, I did the interview with the founder, Kim Rogers of Rogers Hood Apothecary, where we spoke about the parasite cleanse, the mold cleanse, the lymph kit that came out May 15th, and the fulvic soak. A wealth of knowledge. She is phenomenal. If you go through the affiliate link, go to her website. You can download all of her free ebooks to get even more information, whether you use her cleanse or not. A parasite cleanse, mold cleanse, it's something you should really be aware of and get as much knowledge as you can. This is an excellent place for you to go and get that knowledge from. So you could also use the discount of the day. She gives the best discounts when you go through this affiliate link. So definitely check that out. If you don't know, I am on YouTube, Rumble. I'm also posting on TikTok just to go ahead and broaden the audience out. I do Zodiac readings, love readings, money and career readings. It's mostly Zodiac, the money and career and the love. I'm kind of doing every quarter because everybody seems to really want the Zodiac reading. So I'm really focused on that. I go live now 3 times a week on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, on Thursdays in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. I also do the occasional interview. Like I said, I did Kim Rogers. I've also done Jerry Marzinski, who was phenomenal, and I've done Hannah Roberts, where we talk about the GLP-1, which I took to lose weight. A lot of people have bad results with it. You know what? I think it's phenomenal. It worked for me. I'm doing the rest naturally, but man, it sure did help and nothing else was working. So that was really a nice way to jumpstart. So definitely check that out. She will also give you a discount. Mention this video. All right. So what else to tell you? If you are liking today's show as we go, and especially afterwards, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment after the video post. And you can definitely leave comments in the chat. I have wonderful moderators that are here. Let me go ahead and check in. Hey, Ken. Hey, Tamara. Nice to see you. Tamara, Ava, nice to see you. Yeah, we decided to go ahead and do the Fridays, and we'll see what happens. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Very, very cool. All right, so this is what we're going to go ahead and do. I am going to go ahead and just remind everybody to hit the notification bell if you want to see me go live. You can submit your questions in advance. They are done through PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe. And if it's done live, it's PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just know the SuperChat is more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. So to keep it fair across the board, that's why that's a little pricier. All that information is also in the description of the video. So if you're looking for the links to submit your question, you can either ask in the chat or look at the description. And if you can't see it in the description, it says more, because it's just like a sentence or two. Hit more and you'll see everything drop down, because I do have a lot of detail in there. And then at the end of today's show, I'm going to do a general reading for the Soul Tribe. That's everybody watching live and everybody here in the chat. So I'm not in the chat, but watching in the replay too. I'm looking at the chat a little bit. So here we go. A special thank you to all my subscribers and moderators. I really appreciate and love and support the support everybody gives me. And I seem to be tongue-tied today. I don't know why. That happens sometimes when I channel. I'm seeing things in visions, and then to translate it into English, sometimes there's a disconnect, but as we get rolling, it just starts to flow. So here we go. I have general guidelines for the tarot readings. The first one is one question per show. That gives everybody a chance to participate if they want to ask a question. If you have more than one question, you can either ask a question each show, or you can book a personal reading with me. And then also, no bad language or topics. We need to keep it family friendly for YouTube. We need to keep it as a nice family friendly show. It's just that simple. So you can submit your questions, like I said, through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or SuperChat. And I have to read a disclaimer before we get going. The disclaimer is this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give financial or medical advice. All right, so here we go. We're going to get rolling. So Linda submitted a question, and it's similar to the one that she did on Thursday morning. It says, "Hi, Alison. Can you pull a couple of cards regarding the planned riots tomorrow across the country? I live in the Philadelphia area, and they say the National Guard has just arrived. Thank you, Linda." Thank you for your question, Linda. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So what is happening in Philadelphia with the riots? And I'm going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot for that. I love this deck. I'm going to start using it more and more. It just has a beautiful vibration. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. All right, let's look into Philadelphia for the riots. We have the Moon. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. That's definitely going to happen there. That's for sure. We've got the Moon. We've got the, Seven of Pentacles, sorry. And then the Four of Cups. So this is really telling me that it's absolutely going to happen. They can't wait to be able to make it upside down world. They can't wait to definitely, I feel like they just can't wait to destroy it. I feel that they want to be in the cover of night, whether it's going to happen during the day or the night. They really like to slink around at night and really create mischief and wreak havoc on everything. This is about everybody taking an evaluation. So this is going to be all the people that are sane and staying at home, or all the people that are not participating in rioting, really assessing the situation, assessing their cities, their towns, assessing the people that are around them that are creating these problems. And also, I think they're seeing instigators. I think they might be seeing people in their own neighborhoods with a new outlook. I think that they might see people behaving that way that they didn't think would behave that way. There's something about really having this time of assessment. Do I want to live here? Are we safe? Do I want to live in a gated community? Why aren't law enforcement stepping up and stopping these people before it gets out of control? You know, now the National Guard is here, because we're looking at Philadelphia for this question. And you're kind of looking at it like, why is this being allowed to happen to the degree that it is? People can protest, but why are they allowed to riot? Why are they allowed to wreak havoc? And I think that's what a lot of people are going to be assessing in that area. I do feel with this Four of Cups, the people that are committing these problems are really going to regret it. I think that there's going to be an outrageous backlash that they're going to be experiencing. And I think that this is something that they did not anticipate. I think that they thought that they could go ahead and get away with it and nothing would happen. And I think that it's interesting because it's like, why is this allowed to happen? And it's almost like it's to show everybody just how bad it really is before a type of crackdown is coming. So it's almost like before ICE and before the National Guard and the Marines and everybody else has to come in and clean up this mess that law enforcement and these sanctuary cities allowed to happen. Now you're going to see people on both sides feeling this way. You're going to see it where the people that thought they could get away with bad behavior are going to be disappointed that now their fun of wreaking havoc and really creating mayhem is coming to an end because they really enjoy it and they think that it was very empowering for them. And now I think you're also going to see the flip side. Law-abiding citizens are just going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening in my community again. And they are also going to be of this mindset. But what I like about this particular reading with what is coming up is people are taking assessment. And that is good because that means people are really thinking now about what it is that's going on. That could lead to people maybe participating more in the voting system or speaking up and becoming more vocal about the types of laws they want passed or calling people out on bad behavior and maybe, you know, holding law enforcement a little more accountable in those types of areas. There's something where there's going to be a backlash and repercussion that is coming. And I know that's hard to believe in cities that are so far gone, but I think it's coming. That's what the cards are telling me because look at their hat, like you see this small cat and there's a big panther here. These people are having this bad behavior in the 3D, but what's really happening is you have a bigger problem coming for them. So I feel that the shadow side is coming for them, not for the people that are law-abiding. It's really coming for the people that are rioters. And this could be the hammers dropping where they're going to do long periods of time in detention if they are illegal and they are creating crimes. Like, I'm from California, so you know what happens there when they really create these types or commit these types of crimes. They are going to be held accountable, either put in prison or they're going to be deported. The problem with the deportation is they have the ability to come back, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing repeat offenders come back. We go bomb the shit out of all these other countries, but we can't protect our own borders and our own country. There's something wrong there. There's a disconnect. And I think that this is a corrective behavior that's coming. That's what this cat is telling me, is that something big is coming against the people that are committing these problems. And they're not quite aware of it yet. They're seeing a reflection of it, but they don't know just how deep it actually goes. And so I think it's going to be a rude awakening for them, but it's going to be uncomfortable for all sides right now. It just is. That's just going to be a process that everybody's going through. So thank you for your question, Linda. I appreciate it. All right. So the next one is going to be from Ken. Ken. Okay, let's go ahead and let's read Ken's. He says, hi, Alison. I hope you and the animals are doing well through this crazy weather there. Thank you. We are. Yesterday, on and off with the power. We had that incredible thunder and lightning, and the lightning would hit the ground, and it felt like an earthquake, and then the power and the internet would go out. It was nonstop, on again, off again, on again, off again. But so far, I can see the storm is off in the distance. It hasn't come and hit me just yet, but it's definitely on its way. And okay, Ken, so your question is there going to be a global currency reevaluation? Has certain markers been met for this to occur? Thanks, Ken. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that. Okay, is there going to be a global currency revaluation? Has certain markers been met for this occurrence? Okay, let's find out. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I think we're on the verge. I think we're almost there, almost, not quite. we've got the Nine of Wands. So not the 10. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the King of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups. So I think something else still needs to happen in the background for this to take place. So with this Nine of Wands, this is that wounded warrior energy, the bandage on the head, and really feeling like your back is up against a wall and you're having to defend yourself. Well, this is the currency. I think the currency is still down to its last fight before it's really willing to give itself up. So that tells me, though, that we're almost there. I think, let me turn my fan on. I think when we get to the 10, that's when you're going to see that currency feel exhausted, and we are right there on the precipice. I think it's coming. I think this King of Pentacles is talking about the 3D, having your cake and eating it too. I think that it is coming. I think it'll be interesting to see what takes place. There just has to be something else. And if it's not coming right now, then we have to go and look at it. There's something going on behind the scenes that needs to still take place. Because this, again, is having your cake and eating it too. Having everything in the 3D. The King of Pentacles. This is the King of Coins, of money. So it's right there. It's right around the corner for people to start living their best lives, especially all the people that invested in. Like, I remember this several years ago. People were buying up all of that Iraqi dinari and other currencies where it was like pennies on the dollar because they're anticipating this to happen. And it's nothing for someone to go and drop $1,000, $5,000 to take a chance on that investment. Look at what people are doing with cryptocurrency, how they're dropping money in that, taking a chance on that investment because of the spreads that are there. You know, it's a great investment if you time it right, where you buy low and sell high. The last card that's here is the Page of Cups. This is talking about a young energy. This is talking about being creative, using your imagination for something that's going to come your way. So when we're talking about this reevaluation, it wants to happen. People are getting very creative on how they're going to go ahead and line it up. I think that it's already been lined up behind the scenes is the energy that's telling me. You see, they've already been working it out. He's painting. So people have already been doing that work, doing that type of creativity to create a whole nother canvas, which is coming with that reevaluation. But we're not quite there because it's the 9. When we hit that 10, and again, we're like right there, that's when I think you're going to see other things fall into place for that. And look at this King of Pentacles. He can't wait. It's coming. And he's going to be counting every dollar that he gets. So yeah, Ken, we are right there. I think that it's going to line up. So we'll just have to see what happens. But it's all in conjunction with something going on behind the scenes. Because I just want to remind you, let me show you this. We can't see what's going on this canvas. It's going on behind the scenes, right? So whoever this is that's in charge of this, and it's usually, you know, a conglomerate, they have what it is that's on the canvas, and they're not sharing it with us just yet. So I just want to point that out. All right, thank you for your question. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I see a super chat. Ava, hi Ava, good evening. So Ava writes, good evening, Alison. I have a great second job contact due to government funding. Will I be able to keep it? Thank you. Still looking, oops. This button. Still looking forward to the Cancer reading. It's coming. Okay, so why is this? I'm just trying to hit. There we go. Okay, so you have a job contact. Okay, second job contact. All right. So contract or contact? I just want to make sure. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to scroll now. Hey, Natalie, nice to see you. Okay. I'm just scrolling, Ava. So, Ava, is it contact, like a person, or contract, a contractual agreement? I just want to double check. I'll look for you in the chat. Contract. Okay, just want to make sure. All right, let me go back. Job contract due to government funding. Will I be able to keep it? Okay. do that. All right, here we go. We have the Tower, we have the Five of Cups, and the Temperance card. Okay, so we have a mixed energy. We have the Tower, we have the Five of Cups, and the Temperance card. So this is having some revelations. So, you know, it's really a mixed energy. This is not about really happiness. This is about loss. So this is, you know, the universe stepping in and releasing what's no longer serving you. And then this is the card of loss and bereavement. So you might have a second contract, but I'm not sure if it's going to be honored, I guess is the word, if I'm understanding the question. Due to the government funding, will I be able to keep it? So I would say that I would not expect that. This is the universe releasing things around you, you having revelations, but this card along with it is telling me that it's not going to be a pleasant experience. So it would tell me that you're going to have loss. So when this happens, you know, she is mourning the loss of these spilt cups. She really wanted this wine, but if she turns around, instead of mourning the loss of these cups, she sees that she still has two cups there, and it becomes the card of gratitude. So if this doesn't work out, if the funding is not there, this is something that is divinely aligning for you, because something bigger, better, and more beautiful is coming. But this is not going to feel good at the time, because you've got, wow, you've got the Tower and then the Five of Cups. So that is just telling me that there's definitely going to be something that is that's going to be released for you. And it's going to be a big eye-opener. The third card that's here for you is the Temperance card. This is about you just staying in balance. So you're not going to let that, you know, pull you into being stressed out, or to being over elated if you keep the job. It's just you're in balance either way it goes. But this is really telling me that I don't think it's gonna stay, because of the two cards here. But I do think that something better will be coming your way if you lose that contract. Wow. Yeah, that's what I think is coming. I think that it's just, yeah, it's just you keeping your eyes open, because I just feel like with the way the energy is coming through, that it's not going to be there. Oh, Ava, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll see what happens. You'll definitely have to let us know. All right, so I'm going to keep going. And hi, Vicky. Nice to see you. Hi, Roseanne. Okay. You're welcome. All right, so next question. This is from Juliet. For anyone watching and you want to submit a question, you can go ahead and do it through PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe. If you don't know what to ask, you can say, what does the universe want to tell me today? A general energy pool, and we'll see what the cards have to say, because sometimes people don't know what to ask. So that's something you can always do. Just like you see me do that in the videos. Let's say it's Cancer. What does Cancer need to know today? What does the universe want to tell Cancer today? So it's that kind of energy. All right, so the next question is from Juliet, and she writes, hi, Alison. I love your live shows and Leo videos. Thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere, and same for you, Ava. Thank you. I just love it. I appreciate the feedback. And what does the universe want to tell me today? Okay, that's funny. So I was just saying that, and then here's the question. I didn't read the question before I was talking about that. Thank you, Juliet. Okay, let's go ahead and pull cards for Juliet. All right. So what does the universe want to tell Juliet today? We have the Page of Cups, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we've got the Five of Wands. Okay, Page of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So this is really talking about you doing something that you genuinely love. This is a new opportunity that's coming in. I feel like there's something about you doing a hobby Maybe it was volunteer work that's going to turn into something else, but there's something about it, you doing an activity where it's something that you truly love, but it's something that you're also new at. It's not something that you've mastered. It's not a skill like that. So it's still young and exciting for you. It's like maybe one day you decided to wake up and do ballroom dancing and you've never done it before, or salsa dancing, or whatever it is that you want to do and you haven't done it. So it's fun, it's exciting, it's new, you have to practice, you're looking for a partner, you're listening to new music. You know, it's that kind of energy, but it's about you really having fun and having this young at heart type attitude. And then with the Four of Pentacles, this is about you not holding on to a lot of things. This is about you being a little more generous with yourself. Not necessarily other people, but this is you being generous with yourself. So for example, treat yourself to nice things a little more often instead of maybe holding on and being worried about finances. This is you showing yourself this self-love and self-care. Take yourself out maybe once a month and give yourself a spa day, right? Go and treat yourself to a nice meal. This is telling me that you really need to be more forgiving with yourself and treat yourself in a more positive manner and just be a little more generous with yourself. So something about that is coming in. So I think one of the energies that's coming off of this is for you to not worry about finances. I feel like you're fine financially. And so if that is your fear, I think that it's keeping you trapped financially, and it's narrowing different aspects of your life. Like I feel like so what it's coming through is that I think you're afraid to be poor. But you're not poor, but that fear is always there, and it's kind of coming from a place of a poverty mindset. And I think what's coming in is that because you're afraid, you're not treating yourself and you're not enjoying what you've worked so hard to get. And so that's kind of this energy that's coming through. So you might want to just start off small. No one wants you to spend your money and then have nothing. My God, that would be horrible. But be kind and generous with yourself and treat yourself to things. Out to dinner, a spa day, go get a massage, maybe take a mini vacation for a weekend with the girls. Whatever it is that you need to do, I would definitely start doing it. And then that's going to open your heart and raise your vibration, because you have a beautiful vibration. And I think it's about you now treating yourself to a few things. We have the Five of Wands. This is telling me that you might have a little drama or strife going on around you. That, it could be stemming from people being jealous of you. So it could also be that maybe that's why you're not spending anything, that you need to find other people that are resonating with you, that they're in the same vibration of you, very open and loving. And I think if you pursue this hobby, and I'm just going to say ballroom dancing, that maybe you're going to find people that are more open and free, and they're looking for something very similar. They want to have a good time, and dancing is exercise. It's fun. It's beautiful. It's allowing you to shine your inner beauty and have a really good time. And I feel that there's some people around you right now, they're not interested in having a good time. They're interested in chaos, and they're interested in gossip. They're interested in kind of some negative things right now, and I feel like you're not. So this could be something that you're releasing, things that are not resonating with you, and that could also tie into why you're not treating yourself, because you're around the wrong type of people right now. So you might want to reevaluate the type of people that you're associating with and see if they really are your soul tribe. Maybe you've outgrown them because they're going through something and you're no longer part of that, and maybe you never were. So I would say that's a type of reevaluation that's going on, but to absolutely follow your heart with this one, with this Page of Cups. Oh, Juliet, I love that for you. Thank you for your question. Okay, so the next one is from, let me see, from Monica, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Loved your Capricorn video. It really resonated with me. What does the universe want to tell me today?" Thanks, Monica from Clearwater, Florida. You're north of me. All right. So you guys know I'm in Florida. I am a Californian. I'm very proud of that. But I'm living in Florida, the free state of Florida. All right, here we go. So what does the universe want to tell Monica today? And thank you for saying that about the Capricorn video. I really appreciate the feedback. Okay, here we go. What does the universe want to tell Monica today? We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Devil card. Don't be afraid of the Devil card. Let me get to it. And the Hanged Man. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Hanged Man. So this is really talking about you living your best life. This is the universe saying you're living your idealized life. And if you're a Capricorn, an earth sign, well, here's the King of Earth. And this is about you being grounded, stable, secure, very practical. You know your worth and value. You know the worth and value of the pentacle and everything in that realm. You can see he has his cake and he's eating it too. So this is telling me that you kind of have arrived, that you are striving for your idealized life or you have already attained it. And you're enjoying yourself. You're in an excellent position financially in the 3D. That's telling me that you have the friends, the family, the career, education. You know, you have everything in the 3D, finances, traveling, education. Maybe you're retired and you're now able to enjoy all the fruits of your labor. And that's a beautiful energy that's coming in for you. We also have the Devil card. This is a reminder of some toxicity that might be in your life right now. It might be people that are around you. When you look at this card, you know, the devil is trying to bribe people. He's got these two young kids are on a bench and he's got an ice cream and he's got a bag of money. They're not having it. And the cats are not having it. So this is a reminder that you might be surrounded by some type of toxicity and you see it for what it is. And I think that you might even be calling it out. That might be a good time to separate yourself from some type of toxicity in your life. That could be people, places, things, addictions. That could be procrastination, watching too much TV, whatever it is for you that might be interfering with other aspects of your life that could be seen as something that is toxic. So for example, maybe you were invited out for a staycation, or not staycation, a vacation, like for a weekend with people, and you decided, no, I'm going to watch something on TV or, you know, this or that. And so that is something that's toxic that interfered with you having a good time. This is just an example. You know, maybe you were better off to stay home, but I mean, I'm just saying it's one of those energies where you do have that toxicity. And so to take a look at that and really just release it. I don't feel anything major with that card. Sometimes it's overwhelming and you can really feel that energy. People have toxic stuff everywhere. I don't feel that you have a lot of toxicity, but you do have some. And so that's something you might want to deal with. I do think it's a person, but it could also be a behavior. But I really feel that it's somebody in your life that is toxic, that you might want to re-examine your relationship with that person. Then we have the Hanged Man, and this is really asking you to look at things from a different perspective, to look at things differently. And you could be looking at this devil energy because this broom is actually pointed at the Devil card. So this is allowing you to take a look at some things that are going on in your life, gain a different perspective, you know, go within for that type of enlightenment and release yourself when you've gained your answers and when you've gotten those clues and answers to some questions that you might have. But it's all through a different perspective. So that's something that's definitely coming in for you. The keys are in the perspective, literally. The keys to unlocking this are in the perspective. All right. So that's what I have for you for today, Monica. All right. Thank you for your question. Okay, here we go. So the next one is from Lucy, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. What does my cat Bob think of me? Thank you, Lucy. P.S. Love your live shows and the new Friday night." Oh my God, thank you. Okay, so you must be a regular viewer. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay, so what does your cat Bob think of you? I love it. I love it. So this deck actually has cats all over it. That's one of the things that makes this fun. So let's see. Here we go. I've got cats, dogs, birds. I have it all. So I love it. It doesn't bother me. Here we go. So what does your cat Bob think of you? That's funny. Oh, the World is the first card. Your cat thinks the world of you. Here we go. And we've got the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the world, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So this is really saying that your cat thinks the world of you. And you see there's a cat on every card. So your cat just thinks you're the best. Your cat is so grateful to be with you and to have you. And really, it's like, it's every day is a picnic for your cat. So your cat is just loving you and loving its life with you. I think he loves your antics and your behavior. This is the 9 of Wands. This is that wounded warrior energy. Now, I don't think that your cat thinks of you this way. I don't think your cat is defending himself or himself. Okay, it is a boy. Defending himself against you, but I think that your cat can get overtaxed. So it might be that maybe there's another cat, or maybe you have something in your home that is keeping your cat awake more than it should be, and your cat wants to sleep, but there's something about it having its energy taxed. And so that could be where he's up too much. There's another distraction in the home. Let's say there's a dog and he's stressed out. What if his cat condo is by the dog and they don't get along, or another cat and they don't get along, or something like that? Maybe it's by the TV and the cat doesn't like the noise. It's something like that where there's some type of distraction that's interfering with the cat's energy level. And then the 8 of Pentacles, your cat just thinks you're the best, but your cat is really good at manipulating you. This 8 of Pentacles is about self-mastery, and this cat is able to have that type of self-mastery and to manipulate you with it. Your cat knows what to do to get something from you, whether it's a treat, whether it's a reaction, whatever it is. Your cat definitely is very intelligent and knows how to play the part. Here is the cat right here in this card. The cat knows exactly what to do. This cat watches your every move, and it's really, really smart. This cat is a plotter, definitely. So that's what your cat thinks of you. He thinks the world of you, but he definitely knows how to manipulate you. And there's something about his energy, though. So take a look at that. Take a look at where he sleeps. You know, there's something about that. All right. Thank you for your question. I love that, Lucy. Oh, very cute. Okay. Pulled Ether. What a great name. Okay. And hi, Samantha. Hi, Crystal. That's funny. Are you the same Crystal? Hold on. No, you spelled your name differently. Well, so that's weird. The next question is actually from Crystal. That is weird. For the pre-submitted ones, that is crazy. So let me go ahead. Oh, and here's Crystal. Okay, so let me go ahead. This is a different Crystal. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one here on the super chat first. And she says, on a solar level, who am I? Solar level, who am I? Okay. So I'm not exactly sure how you want me to answer that. You want me to just tell you about you on a solar level, on a solar level. So on a soul level, who are you? Okay, so I'm going to answer it that way. Okay, on a soul level, who are you? Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. There we go. Just want to make sure I like that before it disappears. Okay. Spiritual level. Okay. Who is my soul or spirit? Okay. Thank you for that clarity. All right. Here we go. Oh my God. How beautiful, Crystal. The Strength card. Let me pull two other cards. That is beautiful. Okay. Got the Strength card. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And a King of Pentacles. Wow. Very cool. Strength card, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So, on a spiritual level, you're very strong. but this is your heart, right? This is that soft control when you have the strength card. This is your strength and courage, whereas the chariot's that hard control. So this is that beautiful divine feminine version of control. This is you tapping into your strength and courage, using your heart, using your compassion, really taming that inner beast every day. And that allows you to have that type of soft control, right? This is also allowing you to step into your power. I think that this is allowing you to see just how resilient you actually are. Maybe you don't even know how resilient you are until you're put in the fire. And that's allowing you to definitely go ahead and, I would say, tap into your inner strength. I feel like it's a type of self-discovery for you. And this is allowing you to really feel into it. Now, there's two cats here. If it's always going to be the lion, but then there's also a cat here because of this particular deck. So this is really telling me that there's something about you having that type of inner strength. For me, because there's two cats on there, it's a doubling down that you're really strong and resilient, even more so than you think that you are in the normal strength and courage that's coming off of the strength card. I think that you have maybe an extra reserve there for you. And it could be that maybe you've been through a lot in your life and that's made you even stronger, right? When you walk through that fire, have those dark nights of the soul, you come out on the other side even stronger than you are. Maybe you didn't want to go through some of those dark nights of the soul, but when you do that and then you do that inner work, it makes you an incredibly strong, well-rounded person. We also have this Ace of Pentacles. All aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and their new beginnings. And you have one with the Ace of Pentacles. So Pentacles, we're looking at relationships. We're looking at work, career. You're looking at finances, your health, travel. We're looking at housing, location. We're looking at retirement. We're looking at education and so much more. It's everything in the 3D, where those are just the big areas. And this is giving you a new beginning. It's a golden opportunity for you to have something coming your way, but it's all stemming from your strength and courage. You have the strength and courage to see an opportunity that's coming your way. So this is telling me when you're asking on a soul level, can't talk. When you're asking about that, what is happening is that this is allowing you, when you're in your strength and courage to stand in this position, for you to see opportunities, because sometimes people cannot see these opportunities. They're right there, but either they're in survival mode or they have a distraction and they can't see what's meant for them. You're able to see it. Now you're looking the other way, but when you turn your head, you're going to be able to see this because you're confident in your strength and courage. You're really able to tap into something very special right now, and that's leading the way for you. But you definitely have an opportunity in the 3D that's coming your way, and I think it's a positive opportunity is the vibration that's coming off of this. So all the seeds that you're planting right now, you do a little nurturing here, a little nurturing there, and these things are going to start to come into fruition, and they're going to show themselves, and that's going to allow you to walk down this next path. The other card that's here for you when we're talking about the spiritual side, I know it's a play. Who is my soul or spirit? The other thing that's here for you is this King of Pentacles. And again, with this king in this particular deck, this is a have your cake and eat it too. This is you really striving for living your idealized life. So when this card comes up in this type of a spread, for me, that's saying that you are working on manifestations, that you know what your idealized life is. And of course, there's always new information. You can change and pivot a little bit here and there. But at the end of the day, the big sweeping energy is you really know what it is that you want with friends, family, with housing, with maybe location and travel, going out to nice restaurants. You know what it is that you really want to do and what you enjoy and what you value. This king knows his worth and value, and he also is very grounded, stable, and secure. And by you having this strength and courage and being grounded, stable, and secure, that allows you to make smart, well-rounded decisions and to see these opportunities when they present themselves to you. So your spirit is really telling me that you're very strong and courageous. You can see opportunities that come your way, and you're grounded, stable, and secure. It would be interesting to know what your sign is or your different placements. You know, we always have so many placements. Everyone just focuses on your sun, moon, and rising, and maybe Venus, but there's so many others that are out there. But this is something that would be a dominant, if you're an earth sign, what that would feel for you, because I feel you're very grounded, and that strength card is really grounding in your power, and that's allowing you to make smart decisions with your eyes wide open. I really love this for you. So again, looking at the opportunity. So yeah, very interesting. What else to tell you about this? I feel that there's some happiness here. I feel that you living your idealized life will also make you very happy, and just the pursuit of it is also very happy. I think that brings a lot of satisfaction to you. So that's what I have for you, Crystal. Thank you for your question. You'll have to let us know if that resonates. Let me scroll down. So many comments by the time I get there. My Saturn and Jupiter are trying. Okay, hold on. There we go. I read astrology. You're a Capricorn sun. Nice. I am too. And I'm just scrolling. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for your question. Good. I'm glad. It was beautiful cards for you. And this is really weird. So the next question that was pre-submitted is from a crystal, but a different spelling. That's why I was like, what? Am I reading this right? So this crystal says, hi, Alison. I want to open my own dog grooming business. Will it be successful? Thanks, Crystal. P.S. I love, love, love your lives and Taurus videos. Thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal. The dog grooming crystal, too. Both of you. All right. So here we go. Will your business be successful? All right. Here we go. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, your business will absolutely be successful. We have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So the first card out, we have in the Wands. By the way, they're all court cards. So I think that this is aspects of you and your personality. Court cards can also be other people, but I really believe, Crystal, that this is your personality. So again, we've got two wands. We've got the Knight who's on a mission, the Queen who's self-actualizing, and these are in the wands. And then we've got this Knight of Pentacles. And all knights are on a mission, and you've got two. You are definitely on a mission to be successful, and it's going to happen. This is telling me that you definitely have the internal drive and power and determination to make it happen. Hands down. You are on a mission, and you are definitely going to make it happen. You are going to rush right in. You're not letting anybody get in your way. You have no distractions. You are building. This is the builder in the tarot. You are building something beautiful and special for yourself. It is a wonderful energy. Then you've got the Queen of Wands. So that Knight's king, or